For years, half of my bedroom has been dedicated to sim racing and content creation. Now, how have I managed to fit an office, recording studio, and a full-size $10,000 sim rig into my bedroom and still have space for myself? The answer is I sleep on the balcony. That was a joke. Welcome to my lovely crib. I've lived here for about most of my childhood and had about 68% of my childhood memories right here. My room easily takes up half of the household's energy budget, but it's for a good cause. Sim racing has been a huge part of my life for a very long time, and therefore my sim rig of course also needs a space within my room, but we'll get to that later in the video. But first I want to show you my room. When I'll be heading to Le Mans in a month's time, it'll be my 10-year anniversary as a motorsports lunatic. For my 10th birthday, my parents gave me a ticket to Le Mans. Now, the first thing I did was to break out in tears and cry about it. I didn't want to go to Le Mans. What was wrong with me? You know, that would have been a huge mistake if we didn't go there, because when we got there, I fell in love with motorsports on the spot. Now, for the last 10 years, a lot has changed. I've grown up, I've become an adult, but the one thing that stood here when my parents gave me that Le Mans ticket 10 years ago was this goddamn couch. Now, why I have allowed it to stay for so long, I actually have no idea, because you don't really sleep very well on it. Yes, it is my bed too. You can put it out and bam, becomes a bed. Now, what I've actually done with my room, which I think is something everyone can learn from, is I've kind of split my room into mental spaces. So, you know, the couch slash the bed, I don't really use that to edit or anything. I mainly use it to chill out, and I sort of try to keep all the productive stuff out of here. And that sort of allows me to, when I'm going to bed, I can actually just fall asleep, and then I leave all the productive stuff for the other end of the room. Now, this is the part of my room that you all know and love, because if I turn my head like this, you'll see that this is where I record all my normal videos. Now, you all very well know this camera angle, as this is where I record my normal videos. You can see the background. It basically looks like it is, other than the lighting. It's a bit terrible, whatever. But basically, this is also where I edit my videos. So you can see it is a desk. This is where I've sort of made my mental space be editing videos. So this is not only where I record videos, but this is where I edit all my stuff. And having this sort of mental space here means that I can instantly jump into a flow and basically just be ready on the go. I leave my phone outside. On top of that, I have this sort of little mini clock. I put it to about an hour, take about 20 minutes break, come back for an hour, and then I sort of sit there and edit. It's a very nice chill space. It's a pretty cheap desk actually, but it works. It can actually go up and down as well, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I got it, because I never really use it, but it's quite cool, I guess. But I do also have another place to edit. This is actually my favorite spot to sit and edit videos. It's just outside of my room. It's just out on the balcony. And when the weather's for it, like it is now, I always sit out here and edit my videos. I'm not as productive as I am on the inside, but hey, like, life is not all about productivity, is it? Sometimes you can enjoy it a little bit, no? So I sit out here with a glass of whatever, and then do about 10% editing and 90% nothing, I guess. So funny story, actually, a couple of years back, I was having my balcony door open like I always do in the summer, and I'm sitting on the couch on the inside, and all of a sudden I just see two ducks walk in like they live here. I think the only thought I had at the moment was, what sort of universe do we live in? Like, well, how does that happen? If you want a conclusion to the story, what happened is actually, as I got off the couch, and then both the birds just exploded because they were overstressed and actually government controlled. I guess they were trying to spy on me with all my secret missions that I have. Now, I've basically shown you all of my room, apart from the thing that you probably came here for. Sorry about that, but it is my sim rig. Now, my sim rig is, obviously enough, where I do all my sim racing from. I race on a pair of Aztec Invicta pedals, an Aztec Invicta base, and to the Aztec Invicta base, I've got a lovely Swellpex Spectra XR wheel mounted. Now, these three things, I absolutely love them. The base, the pedals feel so good, and the wheel in itself looks so futuristic as well. I think if you were to tell me a couple of years back that I would have a rig that looks like an absolute spaceship, I don't think I would have believed you. I don't think I would have believed that it would look so futuristic and so incredibly crazy. And I'm really, really happy that this ended up being how it is. I wouldn't want to change anything on this rig. I love it how it is. Now, if you want to check out Aztec or Swellpex, there is a link in the description. Go have a look at it. Of course, you can get 5% off Aztec stuff with my promo code. So, Now I race on quadruple monitors, or I race on 3 monitors, and then on my top monitor, I've got my standings, I've got Twitch chat, I've got whatever else might need to be on the top monitor, I've got up there. Which means that these 3 monitors is only for the racing, so if I only want to focus on that, I can sort of block the top monitor out of my view if that's what I want. Then on top of that, I've got a Pro Sim rig, PSR1 rig, which is amazing. It's got no flex, like I can sit and try and move it around, and it just stays right there. It stays completely still. As for my PC, it is pretty decent. It could be better. My game does look a bit shite sometimes. I've got a 3060 Ti, I've got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and then I have got a Ryzen 9 5900X. I think that's something like it. As you can see, if I jump in for a couple of laps, of course, the wheel is just absolutely lovely. I have a video on that as well. And just driving in this rig in general is just so mesmerizing and super, super lovely and immersive. Now, if you were to ask me what my favorite part of my room is, of course, I would say my sim rig. I just think sim racing in general is like super, super amazing. Like whoever the guy was who thought, let's plug some numbers into a PC and make a sim racing game must have been a genius, because yeah, I really think it allows us to what can you say, live out our passions for motorsport without having to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a Ferrari 488 GT3 or something like it. And I just think in general that nowadays the stuff that PCs allow us to do with sim racing and everything around it is just absolutely amazing, and I just love it. Now this was a bit of a different video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to know how I got 9,000 iRating racing against Frederick Vesti, watch this video. Now up and Marcus, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.